veggie soup.
A radish veggie soup, they say. Good
Such
afternoon,
good
everyone.
sounds like you.
Apparently, if you stand right here at the fountain, you hear everybody.
The neighboring nation
Stroll,
of
are you
Liyue
being
has the
alright?
most
You feeling a
prosperous
little floaty?
court in all of Tibet. I guess I'll post a commission if...
Do I have to go to there, or does it actually, like, let me do it? No, it says go to challenge. I have to teleport to it. I had no real reason to do all of them right now. Looks like they open once a day. And we have until, what? Is it next week? No. Yeah, it's next Tuesday. The banners will flip. So, okay then. Alright, we are just gonna go and do the artifact route. Oh, let's do my expedition rewards really
Water
quick.
comes in many flavors to the
Yes,
discerning
Nuvi.
palate. Mondstadt's water
Water.
is crisp.
Ad Astra...
Okay, looks like microphone's doing good. Hi, hon, how you doing? Yeah, we're just gonna do some low-key stuff. I'm just gonna do stuff on my main, and I'll flip over to the next account. And see what we can do over there. It's weird.
My apologies. This heavy rain must be quite an inconvenience for you.
It's okay, Nuvi. Don't be sad. I'll give you a hug. Okay. Really? Really? I did do these, like, first thing, didn't I? I'm confused. Alright, well, I guess we go to Natlan. Guess we go farm artifacts for a little bit. We're not condensing just
It's
because...
over.
Yeah, it is. Although the sky looks kind of stormy here. Look at that. Eh, kind of tired. It cooled off in here, and now I'm sleepy. Yeah, the plan I had initially for this account, and even just transferring that to my main, like, you know, planning out the bosses, planning out at least the 3 teams that I use and all that stuff, worked really well. To the point where it worked too well, and now I actually don't know what it is I need to do.
Windstrike. Bow your head.
Because I've just been thinking about it. It's like, I know I need artifacts, because my artifacts, especially on Tighnari, are not that great. But at that point, aren't you just chasing for crap like that? Take over the world? I mean, that's Brain's solution. What does Pinky have to say about it? Snarf! That's what he says.
Settle down.
My thumb kind of hurts, too. Don't know what I did to my thumb. It was fine when I was playing Star Rail earlier. Okay, that's 2 HP things that are a pile of poo.
Bring it!
Bow your head.
Couldn't take a guess and say one of those hits didn't crit. Okay, that could be something. Don't know who would use that set, but you know what? I'll take offset pieces too. Alright, out of curiosity, let's see how much Nuki hits for when I do Marina.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Settle down.
Okay, do you want to cry now with all the buffs going off, hon? He was doing 130k a hit. It's not too bad, but I don't really need an HP headpiece. I will take a double crit elemental mastery though, because why not?
Wind strike.
Alright. Don't think I'll be able to do anything with that stuff until I do the artifact route. Give me something other than defense, please.
Strike a blow. Letting grave names echo.
Wind strike.
Stuck in the wall. Stuck in the wall. It's a task to do today to get ready for the summer. Okay. I mean, it's right around the corner. Hard to believe, honestly. Although, if you go outside, it feels like summer. Defense, because of course it is. Okay, so what did I do to you?
Shower me with
Bow your head.
Yep, 2 weeks for you guys. Healing bonus with just crit rate. No, thank you.
Settle down.
This should have been the last one. Healing bonus with ER. Okay. And defense. That actually could be a good piece for Shalonen if I needed it. So I might hold on to that one for a little bit. We'll see how long I say. You know, maybe I'll just get rid of it because I don't need it. Alright, so let's do this. Book. There you go. Let's go back to Fontaine.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Flip to early. And now we'll try to do the artifact route again. Because I kind of need it. see what we're playing with. I think we got like one actually good piece. I really wish Anaxa, however you pronounce his name. I haven't actually hit that point in the story yet. All I know is that he's pretty and I want him, but I wish his banner was active today and not tomorrow. I still have quite a bit to do in Star Rail, don't get me wrong. But I want the pretty guy. Who's also wind. And wind is my favorite element, in case people didn't know that. And then we gotta wait for another week for Escoffier. But you know, I have pre-farmed and stuff like that, and it's guaranteed, so it's not like the edge of your seat for wishing. I know I'm going to get Escoffier.
Everybody stand back! Show no mercy! Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wreck!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
I don't know, I just feel like there's a little bit of a... There's stuff to do, but there's a lack of stuff to do. Does that make sense? Because, like, there's this event that's out right now with the supposed rhythm ball. There's no rhythm to it, I hate to tell you.
Return to the skies!
But there's really no reason to do each stage as it comes
I'm tired
out.
already.
There's really no reason for it. So, like, I might as well just wait till it's all out and then just do it in one day. In terms of dailies, you're gonna do your dailies. I gotta figure out when I want to fight the bosses. Because, like, honestly, at the moment, I was like, man, I'm just not feeling fighting the bosses and stuff like that. And that's fine. You don't have to. As it was, I think I only fought 2 on my main last week. Could level characters for IT. Yeah, and that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. So I could just take a look to see what I can maybe gather for materials if I don't have any, like overworld mats. Because if you recall, I spent all my resin yesterday. Because the characters I was currently leveling were the characters I already had somewhat leveled. So characters who were like level 70 or level 50 and stuff like that. Everybody was at least level 40. But I do want to make sure I have books for Escoffier for when I get her on Tuesday. Or Wednesday, excuse me. Because the banners won't flip until 6 o'clock, and I do like sharing that stuff with you guys. So I think on Wednesday, what I'll do is I'll do the alt first. So that might screw up my artifact routes, but that's okay. My artifact routes get mixed up quite often in a week, so not a huge deal. But I'll do the alt account first, just do the dailies, and then hop on here. We'll do the wishing, we'll get Escoffier, and see how far we can actually take her. That might actually involve just doing her her actual story quest too. It's because we get those level up materials just to take her to 60, so might as well do that. Yeah, might as well do that. I do know more specifically on the second account, I need to go farm the juvenile fangs. So we might be going on a slaughter spree out in Natlan.
I'm going in. Get to work. Show no mercy. You two. Time to.
Freeze. Ha!
Shock eye. Why are you guys climbing on every little thing?
Return to the skies.
Crystal flies. I do know there's some other artifact sets I need to exchange for. I need some better pieces for Millilith. Because the ones that are on Kirara, they function, but I would like them to be a little bit better. But I'm still gonna exchange for Golden Troop since I still need some upgrades to make there too. Kirara isn't necessarily a priority. Zhongli's stuff is alright. I have Zhongli on a hybrid build, so he's both HP and damage. But right now, Escoffier is gonna hold on to his weapon because I usually have him with the death match.
Overruled. Teamwork is dreamwork. Get to work. Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of it.
Run! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
yeah, it's just been a little, I don't know, going through the motions, trying to figure out what I want to do. And, you know, I guess I could check off that my plan actually did function and it worked and stuff like that. The characters with their talents are pretty up to snuff. Most of them on the second account have a level 9 talent, which is perfectly fine because I need to make sure that certain DPSs have their stuff crowned, and then I'll worry about some of the supports. I know I'm going to double crown Farina kind of situation. But it's like maybe it's a change tactic kind of thing. Because artifacts are now, I think, becoming the thing I need. Weapons aside, because we're talking like trying to get a 5-star weapon of some kind. Because I definitely could use 5-star weapons as well. And I do want to pull on the Inazuma Chronicle Wish, specifically on the second account. And think about what might actually be good there. Mist-Splitter is like the #1 thing I will always say I kind of want to go for. It's usually seen as a universal sword, so... but the question is, am I actively using characters that are going to use it on the second account? And the funny thing is, I could throw it on Bennett. I've seen that. But if I do that, that means I have to really make sure Bennett's pieces all have ER on them. But on the same hand, too, I'm not actively using Bennett on that account. That's the funny thing. Like, I'm not really using anyone outside of Dea that's a Claymore user, but if I got Redhorn, I wouldn't sneeze at it. I have Gaming. So I can throw it on a Gaming. I have Noelle. I'll have to double check. I don't remember if Noelle on the second account is C6. I'm stuck. Don't know why I just did that to the American Gladiators, but alright. You do you, brain. Well, double. There is a part of me that actually wants to adjust Kaio's stuff too, so he's not on Blizzard Strayer if I have him with Arlie. And it's just because he's actually not getting the full benefit from it, because nothing's frozen. I don't know what I would put him on, though. I know a lot of people do put him on Emblem, but his build currently doesn't have a lot of ER, so he's not getting that damage buff from that. happen.
Get to work. Fulfill our pact.
Oh, I'm silly. I didn't actually check what time I started doing this. It takes about 15 minutes, though. Okay, so I started this about 12 past, something like that. Back to Fontaine. I do want to check. What am I at? Okay, I have 600 books for Hero's Wits. That's more than enough to level Escoffier. Money is going to be a little bit of a problem. So tomorrow I would do Justice on this account. So Thursday I probably should do some more ley lines just to get the coffers up a little bit, since I know I'm going to be dropping a bunch on her levels and her talents. Alright. No, we'll trade in first. We'll trade in first. Too shy? We don't necessarily need that. Give me 3 pieces. Cool, the most generic things you could have given me. The most generic things you could have given me. So, no golden troop. Alright, where is Layla? And I believe it was a... yes. Double crit, what do we get for the 4 slot? ER, alright. Kinda wish it was attack, but I'm not gonna complain. Excellent! Fucking dead! So ridiculous. So freaking ridiculous. Well, we could try a little bit higher. Because if it gets 1 crit rate, 1 crit damage, it would be better than that. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we're stopping. What the fuck is that piece? No. Yeah, the EM with crit rate and attack. And no headpiece. Yeah, that was the only quote-unquote good piece. Out of curiosity. Hey, Shalonin! I know you... I think your flower's on set, yeah. But what does your flower have? Jesus. That's insane. Freaking defense. Holy moly. I mean, I know why that's locked. Because any of the healers can use it. That just looks weird. Oh, that's... Oh, that irks me so much. That's a lot of defense, yeah. And I don't want to level it to 20, because if that goes into defense again, I'm gonna cry. It's good for Shalonin, don't get me wrong, but I would have to find a healing bonus on set that has... Well, it might not even need defense, but still. Ew. Well, there's a crit rate one with defense in it. But she doesn't really need that. She's not on Fav. Oh, that irks me. There was no... And we have a long while before I actually can go back in, so... Alright, I gotta flip to the other account then. I'll be right back. It's chugging. It's chugging.
Add Astra.
Alright, so today there is no talent material that I actually need. So I'm going to double check my artifacts here. Outside of Tainari, I know there might be some upgrades I can make. Or if I just want to go fight a boss or two for their ascension materials like Varisa. And just start collecting those. I know I can't get the crystals is the problem. But that'll be rectified once I can start wishing again. I do know one thing I can do on here. I can do my reputation in Fontaine. It's the only one I haven't completed. Because we gotta get those pretty wings for Farina. Kind of wonder, after playing Star Rail for a little bit, why doesn't Genshin's Battle Pass actually go beyond 50 like Star Rail's does? Yeah, you're not getting anything like super duper important or anything. You're just getting credits, especially if it's just, you know, not buying the Battle Pass, but, you know, everybody can use more credits, whatever. Currency.
Let me try.
Why doesn't Genshin do that? Why doesn't Genshin do a lot of things? An artifact crafting material, yeah. Yeah, it's the things that you can put towards, like, actually getting the artifacts, right? Am I thinking of the right thing? Or is it the thing to actually level up the artifacts? Or relics, whatever you want to call it. To make them, yeah. Which honestly is hella useful. You might not get the stat you want, but at least you can pick the piece you want. Trust me, I tried doing that for Castris. I didn't get a crit body for Castris. Got HP though. It's kind of funny. Because before, when I wasn't playing Star Rail, it was out, but I wasn't playing it. And everybody was like, Genshin could never, you know, because Star Rail did all this stuff and Genshin could never, and I kind of get it now. Genshin's gotten better with some things, but I just don't understand why, like, a simple quality of life thing like that wouldn't be bad, you know? Especially, like, it's kind of incentive a little bit for, you know, buying the battle pass, because it's the relic material thing that you get when it's purchased. So it's like, hey, if you want a little bit more extra of this stuff, buy our battle pass. At the moment, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'd rather get the battle pass on Star Rail a little bit than Genshin. Because I'm doing pretty okay on Genshin. Outside of being like, oh shit, I need the wishes. Oh no. I just need the other stuff in Star Rail. Doo-be-doo-be-doo.
Yoo-hoo!
Tell me what you see.
Smile! Truth bomb! Let's fly! Bullseye!
Becomes.
There's no way.
Open fire! Fire in the hole! Ah!
Well, at least they didn't back up and regenerate their health. It's all... Thank you, Auron. I needed a carrot. Looking forward to making that stew tonight. I haven't had that stew in forever. Seriously, I think it's been over a year since I made that stew. So, the stew I'm talking about is the beef stew from the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook. No joke, like literally the best beef stew I've ever had. So I look forward to making it up. I was supposed to make it up on Sunday, but I failed to remember. I forgot that in time-wise, it takes over 2 hours to make the stew. So, oops. So of course, me making the stew now is on the day that it's 80 freaking degrees outside. So I didn't even exactly plan that either. You're gone. That's okay. Oh, I am very, very high. Oh, Auron. I meant to change to Chaska. I didn't do it. Silly Auron. I didn't make too many things out of that cookbook. Only thing off the top of my head that I remember making out of it were that beef stew and the chicken and dumplings, which is the Oberon stew. Which came out pretty good, actually. You make the dumplings from scratch and everything. But I'm pretty sure you could potentially just use like a thing of Jiffy Mix if you wanted to. Get the same results.
Open fire! Open fire!
Well, it was nice of him to get caught on this thing. Very nice. shrine marked on my map. Do I have a key? I think I do. Although, honestly, I can't remember the last time I explored Inazuma. That's a different thing, so I should be alright. Keep forgetting to take the missions out of Liyue, so it doesn't screw up the traversers.
Locked on!
The wrong test subject.
Let's fly!
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Huh, that wasn't what I hit, game. The no internet symbol didn't appear either, so I don't know what that was.
Let's fly!
Really no reason to hit the sprint. How dare you? How dare you? How dare it not hit the box when I was clicking it? More treasure hoarders, don't mind if I do. They call me Mr. Chaska.
Let's fly! Locked on!
The hunter
Locked on!
become
Bullseye!
Knock him down.
They get more and more spread out, I swear. Is that all their stuff, though? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, good. Okay, good. Let's take a peek here. Honestly, I don't think there's much I could... It's not that I don't want to upgrade them. Milani's on her elemental mastery piece, as she should be. I forget, was going for Effie a thing on this account? No, it wasn't. If I had lost Veresa, it might have been a thing, but the problem is I would have had to get wishes back up for not only Escoffi, but I would have had to get the funds for Skirk as well. So that's like another 2 for characters I would have to level as opposed to just the 1. So the next character I'm looking for at this point would probably be Malvika. Or weapons. In the case of like the Inazuma Chronicle Wish, the weapon banner on that Chronicle Wish is a little too good to pass up. Because I probably can make good on a lot of stuff on it. And I swear to God, if I get the Thundering Pulse, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll be very unhappy. Let's see. That's... Oh, that one actually has... Oh, that has the Elemental Mastery. That's why you have that one, Cheska. And that one is higher than the one the Traveler has. So my attack sands aren't terrible, if I'm being honest. They're not, like, they're not bad. They could use a little bit more crit rate in them, sure, depending on the piece. But because it's Codex, I don't really care. Alright, you got a double crit with attack on it. She's got double crit with HP. Double crit with attack. That one could be a little bit better. I think that was Cheska's old piece. Okay, crit damage with ER. Not gonna sneeze on the ER on the Traveler. Okay, that would just have to roll all crit all day long. Same with that. Same with... It's the same piece, Your Honor. Although that one has higher, slightly higher crit rate. This one, No, I take that back. I do know why it's still there. Again, it's on Codex, so it doesn't... If it rolls crit damage, it's fine. And again, it's the exact same piece. Look at that. So we'd be shooting a Hail Mary for an upgrade to Veresa's piece. For that, what we got here? Double crit HP. Went all into HP. Double crit ER. Went all into ER. That one's not bad, the one that's on Mualani. It's like the exact same piece. Veresa just got the hand-me-down. High crit damage with EM and ER. That's... EM is the reason she's got that. And then double crit HP. That was a Mualani piece at one point. Let's see, Animo. You took Auroron's piece, because it was good crit rate. Good crit. Yeah. Huh, it has about the same amount of crit damage. We got Cryo with just crit rate on it. Cryo with just crit damage. Hydro with just crit rate attack. That wouldn't necessarily be bad on Xingqiu, but I think Xingqiu has something a little bit better right now. That was going to be for Malvika, but I could also put it on the Traveler. Hydro again and HP. Which I think Mulan has Hydro, not HP. And it's on a different set, so... But that's on a different set too, so let's... Yeah, Eonson has the double crit on set for her. Well, we got a double crit here. You're really not missing much. That could go double crit. Do we have another double crit already here? Oh, this is a 4-liner? Shit. Well, we have a possibility for an upgrade here, depending on how this rolls. Alright. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that. You had your one chance. Don't do that. Okay. That is technically better. Has more crit rate and more crit damage. Okay, and the last piece was your head. Where's your hat? Give me your hat. This has to be on set. No, that's about right for Mualani. And then you have the crit rate. So yeah, that's the best we can do. So that could be better, per se, for Chaska. I still don't know exactly what to do with her. Like, the artifact she's got on works just fine. And she's healing fine, so I don't think we need to change her at all. Roron was fine. He got an okay, he's got the attack. Wait. Oh, was it my main that got the Electro? Yeah, I think it was my main that got the Electro. Do we have another double crit Electro? No. Yeah, so Varisa stole his piece. But the attack isn't bad on him. Maybe. I mean, it would make sense for Chaska, just because we get another buff on her. Crit rate makes sense. We can put Cinder City. Crit rate attack ER. Couple things of crit damage, couple... What the heck is Eonson using? Where's Eonson? Oh, is her headpiece not... Huh. Okay. And we got crit rate ER, EM. Yeah, that's the best you're gonna get. A lot of double crits on Cinder City. That was your attack sounds. Oh, duh! I know why I'm not seeing Eonson. On my main, I have her on Cinder City. On this account, she's on Noblesse. That's why I'm not seeing her. But we do got some attack sands here. At least I got his with double crit, and this one has double crit. For those off pieces. Another double crit one here for Elemental Mastery. I think Auroron's alright. And then, not something Natlan, Farina. Farina actually has a crit rate circlet that actually has crit damage and HP and ER. Where this is on my main, I have no idea. Although her off piece for my main is pretty good. Fischl's isn't great. And then we got the crit damage one with HP. Okay. I don't think you could get much more perfect than that outside of rolls, Farina. This could have rolled better. Her HP Sands could have been better. Don't have another HP Sands. Nope. That's still a decent piece for a Golden Troop. I forgot I had this. 33 crit damage. Layla, who are you holding shit for? Or was this just... That might have been Farina's old piece. Yeah, that might have been Farina's old piece. Do you? Two-piece tenacity. That might tell me. HP. HP headpiece. Or was I just throwing shit on Layla? I don't remember why she's holding on to this, but 100% that flower was Farina's at one point. And this goblet might have been at one point, or it could have been. Because HP percent with ER. I honestly don't know. So I'm just gonna, like, unequip Layla, because I do not remember why she has all this stuff. Like, Millilith made sense, because I might have been trying to put a Millilith set on her, but I didn't really have a shielder outside of Diona. That's not Diona's stuff. Diona would have had Diona's stuff. But still, that flower is pretty good. You can hold onto the 4-star helmet, unless it's leveled. It's not. I take that back. I take it. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I honestly think my supports are fine. Kazu, what's your EM? You have 900 EM. You're fine. You are fine, my dude. Yeah, you even got an EM circlet. There's nothing. Or not circlet, goblet. And Sans on set, so. What's your ER? 142? I think your ER might be a little bit low. But he hasn't really had too much of an issue. So Kazu, I think, is fine. Baiju's okay. Nahita's fine. I really think the only issue, like, is Tainari. Because, like, his crit rate's okay. He just needs higher crit damage. Which I think the... What, out of curiosity, what is it if I give you first great magic? A little bit better. Still not as high as I would want it, but, like, a little bit better. What does Chaska go down to? She gets almost a 3,000 attack with the Amos. 196. I don't know if that's worth, like, switching the two weapons. Because she's on Codex, she's at, like, 89 crit. I don't know. I honestly don't think it's worth changing the weapons, because she can't utilize anything from the Amos bow. Whereas Tainari can. And unfortunately, that's, like, the only crit rate piece I have, right? On set, yeah. I ain't getting rid of that. That's too good. For Dendro. I have a double crit EM. I mean, depending on how that rolled, it could be better. Could be. And that would be the only other option I could give you. And I know it typically says he wants Elemental Mastery. Four-liner. Out of curiosity, do I have anything level that's jank that I can just toss in it? Take it to 16. Okay. Doesn't get a touch from first grade magic either, though. Yeah, but I mean, in terms of stat sticks, she's better off with first grade magic. I hit the wrong button. And one crit rate roll. Okay. Well, I lose attack, but he's got this bow. So what? Let me see. What is your attack right now? 2,200? Ouch. Okay, you go to 1,800. And that's what your crit stats look like. Yeah. But lowering your attack that much, I don't think is a good idea. It is something to test, though, so let's get back to this. $2,200 attack. And then Mualani. Mualani was actually doing much better. 98 crit. Jesus Christ. And yet she still can't crit worth a damn. But her I feel like her HP is just too low. And this is with the other weapon. This is with her HP weapon on. Very strange. Dea, we're not going to concern ourselves with. And then I'm not really using anybody else right now outside of, like, what, Kuki? Kuki is fine. I'm not going to sneeze at 500 EM. Or almost 600.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin de
Yeah, I'm not going to sneeze at you either because my main Fischl is really shit. And Sing Cho needed help. Although I think Zhangling has your headpiece. Yeah, I think you two are sharing this. That's Farina's old goblet. Your attack stance is not leveled because it's kind of pooey. Kind of the same with Beto's. It has great crit damage on it, but there's nothing else that's helping her. You need crit rate anyway, so we could try to go all in on the crit rate. And it's got ER, so I won't sneeze at it. HP, EM. Crit damage, attack, ER. No crit rate, crit damage. Crit rate, crit damage. Okay, your flower is good. Just wanna... Okay, again, I think... I'm so confused. What does Zhengling's stats look like? Oh. That's actually not terrible for what I thought she had. Okay, so you must have this just to get the little bit extra attack, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because honestly, them sharing this isn't a bad thing either, unless I need them on the same team. So we could, if we do artifacts, we could farm the plunge set for Verisa. I don't really see the point, but... Because that's only really good if you have Cloud Retainer, right? So I know, unless he has his bow attack is better than EM. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about with Tighnari, but we can play around with some stats. But... Alright, let's... Not capped yet. Let's go check the teapot really quick.
This realm is...
Okay, I did grab all of those. Can't grab the money yet. So I'll hold on to those. Guess I came in here yesterday.
If you ever have...
and completely forgot. Go work stuff? Okay. Alright, I know Mora is low, and that should be what I go after, right? I do have books I need to get to. 2 million Mora, we're still working on talents, and I'm doing a little bit of artifacting too. So I think Mora has to be the play here, just so I can level the artifacts. And see what we can get. But yeah, Tighnari, for the characters I've been using at this moment in time, Tighnari seems to be the one that needs the most help. In terms of like the Veresa team, it's really just levels and talents on Veresa and Janssen. Because the other two characters I have on that team are already leveled. Okay, let's go to Outland.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
We'll get a little bit of practice in here with Veresa. You want to fix yourself, PlayStation? I see you lagging.
Look out below!
Wind Strider.
On one. Headbutt. Charge. Yeah. It's justice o'clock. Headbutt. Charge. Start the clock.
I also did not mean to use her burst. I meant to use
Hear the
Shalonit's.
echoes of the valley. All right.
Here comes an
One with nature.
Bring it. Fork first. Jump. Let's move. Hero incoming. Yeah. It's justice o'clock. Charge. Ha ha. Yeah. Yeah.
The little one's trying, okay.
The wind knows me.
Step aside. Charge.
Gotta get that Mora.
All right, let's finish this fast.
Into the wind.
Faster, stronger. On one move. Hero incoming.
pushed them.
Yeah.
One with nature.
Quick as a flash. Start the clock. It's justice o'clock. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Oof.
The wind knows me.
How's the money looking? Okay, back up to 3 mil. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And how much resin do we have left? That is wishes. That is not my resin. About 1,800. Okay, so we about half of what we had because we were almost capped. So we could do something else with the resin, right? Spend half and then spend half on something else. This is now the thing that my husband has been doing. And it seemed to work out all right. I watched him do it on his alt yesterday and his main this morning. So the question is, do I use the other half to do some artifacts instead so I keep getting artifacts and trying to make upgrades that way? And then whatever I don't get for whatever sense I can farm, I can trade in for Wanderer's Troop to see if we can help Tighnari. That could work. The question is, who do I want to upgrade? Because honestly, the Mualani team is kind of eh. And feel free to let me know, like within the VOD, posting it and stuff like that on YouTube and the YubTubs if you're watching it there. What do you think of Mualani? And not as a character, because I love her as a character. I love her bubbliness and stuff like that. But seriously, you're not gonna let me say what I need to say, you stupid thing? That's weird. Chat's being weird. But in the terms of like her playability, I find her damage to be very inconsistent. And yes, I am aware that she is below 30k hit points on my account, but even when I have her with like an HP Sans, she feels like she does the same amount of damage as she does with the EM Sans. It's very strange. And before, there was a couple times, like when I was testing her out, I had her with the Witsith, and the Witsith can cuck you. I know it can cuck you on damage, but she was doing like 400k at one point on, of course, on a crit, and I haven't seen it since. So she either just has stopped critting or something. But I can barely get almost 300k on a crit now with her shark. It is so weird. And then, of course, the shark still likes to yeet itself into oblivion. Actually, no, your noblesse is actually fine, right? Attack, crit rate, ER. Okay, your goblet needs to be leveled. Crit rate, a circlet because of Fav, ER, attack percent. This needs to be leveled more, but you got crit damage instead of attack or crit rate, which is fine. I just gotta make sure you have the ER to back that up. Yeah, your stuff is fine. Unlike my Escoffier build that does not have a single fucking thing of attack percent because it never wanted to roll into it. So yeah, my Eonson, outside of needing fodder, is fine. Risa is fine. Just being on... Everything here should be leveled too, because it was all like hand-me-down pieces. So yeah, she just need like honestly, I figured her attack would be a bit higher too. Tosco is alright. Yeah, she's at 90 crit with Codex. And she can use everything on the Witsith, so it's not that big of a deal. I guess maybe it is Golden Troop. That's Mualani. Maybe it is Golden Troop that we go to. Try to get some upgrades for Farina. Although Farina looks pretty damn good right now. That's with a freaking Fab Sword, man. We have that, and we have Fischl. And Fischl looks pretty alright.
I created another universe and
like
found
Marachese Hunter at some point, maybe. But like, they're the only characters I can really think of outside of maybe doing Emblem. Do we go into Emblem to try to help Xingqiu and Zhangling? Because Kuki is running Songs of Days Past. And she's doing alright, so... I don't see the reason to go into Flowers of Paradise Lost. What's our VV situation looking like? I don't know why I did that. Lynette was just right there. Alright, we do have some VV pieces. And we still don't have any idea what Aoife's gonna scale off of, do we? Oh. Aoife Sats. No, Aoife Stats. Do we know what Aoife's going to scale? Yeah. I mean, with him doing Swirl, I would assume EM. So, I mean, do I just build him like a standard VV character? I mean, I could do that too, because I have this. So I do have this. I have Lynette's piece, and Kazuo is going to stay where he is. This one does not have EM. We have this flower on you and this flower on you. Okay, who's an Animo character that I'm not using? Or half level, I should put it that way. I could put him on Jean or Sucrose, actually. Let's put stuff on Jean. So put that there. I don't have any other flowers leveled. Okay, that has ER in it with EM. Kind of like this one more, because it has more ER. But do we have one with... Okay, you do. And then we could take Lynette's. Actually, there's a couple in here that, like, could be better for Lynette to begin with. But... Level... That went into the 2 flats. Hell no. Okay. This might be where we need, off piece. I think the only one I got is... Oh no, I have a second one. It's shit, but I have a second one. Okay, goblet's another thing, and then the headpiece as well. Which I'm pretty sure I don't have. Yeah. So... Alright, here's the question. What do I have in terms of off-piece for Elemental Mastery? I'm gonna say Elemental Mastery and Healing Bonus. Kazu's. That's Nahita's. Because right now Nahita, I believe, is on a DPS build. I'm gonna laugh at that flat HP every time. Oof. Well, if that had ER in it, oh my god. That would have almost been perfect for a healing bonus headpiece for him. Alright, so I have, like, nothing for that. And then... we're gonna want EM for the goblet. Okay, I have no EM goblets either. Well, what about sands? I surely have sands. You have some sands. I have a few that are leveled too. Okay, that one has ER in it. Crit damage, crit. 16. Crit rate. Oh. Well, pick your poison then. Do that. For right now. And then that would mean I would need a goblet or a headpiece. You don't attach the headpiece. Alright, let's do VV. Let's go do
There are
VV.
leaves.
So I'm at least gonna pull for Aoife and get at least one copy of him on this account. If I get Escoffi, okay, that's fine. But I would like Aoife for potential team comps. Any healer can help. I am a firm believer in that. Do you not have any weaknesses in here? Okay. We'll bring Verisa. I don't remember what this one is.
Into the wind.
Faster, stronger. On my mark. It's justice o'clock. Headbutt. Ultimate flying kick. It's justice o'clock. Hero incoming.
I mean, that could have been better, but... that was interesting. Defense? Alright, let me guess. Let me guess. Defense. HP, I was close with all flats. Just as bad.
The wind knows fallen leaves.
Adorn my...
Bring it. Letting brave names echo. Controlled breathing. Start the... It's justice o'clock. Look out below. Charge. Shine.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna see any of that, but I do want to see some EM. That's what I want to see.
There you
Clouds high. The
That's
birds
nice.
come.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Step aside. On my mark. It's justice o'clock. Headbutt. Yeah. Charge. Smash down. Look at me. Just time to roll. It's justice o'clock.
You and your freaking backing up.
Test subject.
I mean, it does have EM in it, but the rest of it is shit. We'll see. We'll see.
Headbutt.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Let the mountain's veins boil. Faster, stronger. Let's move.
What's the Marisa, please?
Incoming. It's justice o'clock. Yeah. Oof. Yeah.
I mean, crit rate with ER for cryo, not terrible. I wish it was double crit, but I ain't gonna complain. Not for Vivi. We gotta be picky. We gotta be picky.
Heads up.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Letting brave names echo. Controlled breathing. On my mark. Hey! Yeah! Headbutt! By my spark, the night burns! It's justice o'clock! Hey!
Are her sneakers squeaking? Woo, my frames. Okay. Did my internet crap the bucket? Possibly. No, it says it's fine. All right. All right, one more run. One more run.
One with nature. As clouds high. The birds come.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Quick as a flash! Start the clock! Hero incoming! Ultimate flying kick!
Test subject.
Well, somewhere in there, I killed the other Fatui. Alright, that could be a potential off-piece for somebody. Let's go back to Fontaine. Iridescent. Pyro with no crit on it. That sucks. HP. Attack. 2 flats. Nope. A nope, a nope, a nope. Nope again. Nope. Nope, so for the pieces we needed, did not quite get that. Where's... Because we needed a goblet or a sands. That ain't it. That 100% ain't it. And then I have no headpieces. But let's see. Is there anything that I can look at and be like, I'd like that more? I don't think you're really gonna get better than that. Yeah, because this one's already 4-lined with EM in it, so that's perfectly fine. And we didn't get any flowers. So nope, no upgrades for the potential Aoife build. I'm assuming Aoife is a catalyst. Maybe I should throw this stuff on Sucrose. So there's a question actually. Where is Sucrose? What is this build you have on? Oh, cool. You already have a sack frags. So you know what? I'm just gonna steal Jean stuff and we're gonna put it all on you since you have the weapon. There she is. Okay, I just saw it when I went to go do it. There we go. Okay. So we'll have Sucrose hold the build. And this is like the only EM piece that's not a 5-star or that 3-star, right? Just Magic Guide? Yeah. Increases damage if one is affected by Electro or Hard. Oh. I mean, if I do an Electro Charge team, that wouldn't be a bad idea if I'm being honest. But I'll probably just do sack frags. Well, what is the difference for max level sack frags and a max level magic guide when it comes to EM? That's a question. Because right now that's like 7 EM, both at level 1. They're both... That's R5 versus... I mean, the R5 is only going to affect the hydro electro damage. Okay, I'm still gonna keep you with the sack frags for right now. And then I'll make my decision. I know the magic guy will just be cheaper to level, so... It's an idea. It's an idea. Some 3-star weapons are not all that bad. And I actually watched a Nahida on a video doing the Abyss. Actually clear the Abyss. We're using the magic guide. So I guess if you're just using it for EM, it's something for EM. Doesn't really matter. But depending on what his skill does, that might actually be better to have the sack frags on. And my model is wigging out. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm not moving my hand, so it's not following my hand. I don't know what it's doing. But I think that's where we will stop today. That did not want to leave my mouth. You know what? We're gonna try taking Forest approach to leveling stuff. Just to give myself a little bit of a breather instead of just going ham on one thing. And whereas that's effective, especially when you need materials such from ley lines like the books or Mora. Being able to split it up so you're still making some kind of progress, because if you're just farming the other stuff, you're never doing artifacts and you're always behind. So I do agree with that statement. So what we'll do is whatever we have. So if I have close to 200, I'll do about half with the Mora, because we do need Mora. And then I'll do the other half doing VV. That way we can actually see if we can get some pieces for Aoife. If not, that just means we potentially upgrade Kazuha as well. So we'll see what we can get out of that. On my main, I'm probably just going to stick with, well, tomorrow I have to do justice for Skofi, but stick with getting Skirk's artifacts, because my whole plan was to get Skirk. So we'll see what happens. I am going to go chill out in front of the fan. It's getting kind of warm in here. With a cold beverage, maybe a little ice cream. Maybe a little ice cream. That sounds good. And then I gotta start prepping the stew, probably at around 3, so it's ready for dinner time at 5. So I'll see everybody tomorrow. We'll see what progress we can make, all right? Until then, everybody, take care.